Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear the rule, the people mourn. I bring this out all the time because it's extremely relevant. Right? And the further along we go in this wicked kingdom, the more mourning becomes, the people. Right? Because the wicked could care less about the poor. Right? The poor to the wicked are just pawns, right? Like pieces of toilet tissue, things to be used for the worst and thrown away like trash, right? The whole system was designed to be so. More so on the Lord's people, but Esau Edom's feeling the brunt of this now as well. All right, so I'm not gonna make this long. The spirit allows. But I'm gonna let these videos play and I'll be back.
Should have paid us enough to fucking live. You know, we may not get paid enough to fucking live, but these bitches dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to fucking live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. There goes your inventory.
Can you tell the class what you just told me?
How much would minimum wage need to be today to match the home buying power of boomers getting minimum wage in the 1970s?
My guess was $35. Okay, what's the answer?
$66.
That is diabolical. Derek, can you tell the class?
$66 is crazy. Right? So basically, in order for us to live like our ancestors did, or our grandmoms and granddads did in the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, we would have to make, at the bare minimum, $66 an hour, which is crazy. But that also shows the decrease. It shows the decrease of the dollar. The power of the dollar is worthless. All right, $66 is crazy, man. All right, but yeah, how Scripture says, man, it's gonna get to the point to where people are gonna be so upset because of the pride of these damn devils that they're not gonna give a damn about what the higher ups are saying, what they can and can't do. Just like we saw, Buddy Road burn down the tissue paper plant, right, or a paper towel plant, whatever it was. Burnt that bit to the ground, right? Because people are working and working more, but getting paid way less. You're not getting paid a livable wage. So it's almost like you working for nothing. You working to pay mortgage, pay rent, pay car note, pay insurance, pay lights, pay water, pay gas, pay phone, and whatever your entertainment is, and that's that, right? Which is crazy. But nevertheless, 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Right, the end of the sword is near. The sword being the wicked being Esau Edom. Esau Edom being the so-called white man. Really more so speaking about the bankers, the individuals that's in charge of these countries, that tell these countries what to do, that tell your presidents what to do, tell your so-called royals what to do. Right? It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, right? Not because of their ability or lack thereof, but because of their pride, right? Not because of lack of resources, but because of their pride. You know how easy it would be for Esau Edom to say, we're going to raise up the minimum wage to however much, $20. $20 an hour is minimum wage from one state to the next. You know how easy it could be for this devil to do that? But this devil's not going to do that. Why? Because of their pride. The city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, just like Butterrow did in that plant, right? And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for a great tribulation. What we're witnessing is the downfall of our enemies, and it's going to be a rough ride, but just know the end result is freedom, right? The end result, Yahweh Shem Yahweh is salvation. So burn Babylon, burn. Call Elohim La Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ba Shem Harakakudar Shalom Yasha Allah Abba Baba.